Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into 7 motorcycles that dealers are desperately trying to get rid of as fast as possible. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster, a modern twist on the classic Sportster, is being tossed aside by dealerships faster than a bad trade-in. With a starting price of around $13,000, the Nightster was supposed to be the gateway to Harley's new era. Instead, it's been sitting in showrooms, forcing dealers to slash prices, offer wild incentives, and even throw in free merch just to move them. Some dealerships have knocked off over $2,000, making it one of the best deals on 2 wheels, if you actually want one. So, what went wrong? First, the Nightster's 975cc liquid-cooled Revolution Max engine may be technically impressive, but it's not what die-hard Harley fans expected. It lacks that signature Harley rumble, making it feel more like a souped-up standard than a true cruiser. And at $13,000, buyers start considering used Softails, which offer more power, classic Harley soul, and better overall value. Then there's the market shift. Sportster fans are either aging out or upgrading to bigger bikes, and younger riders aren't exactly rushing in to replace them. The Nightster was supposed to bridge that gap, but let's be honest, it's stuck between Harley purists who don't want it and new riders who don't need it. Dealers have figured it out, and now they just want them gone. So, if you're even remotely considering a Nightster, this is your moment. With discounts stacking up and dealers itching to clear them out, you could score a deal that almost makes sense. Number 6. Kawasaki Vulcan. The Kawasaki Vulcan S, AI, sleek and beginner-friendly cruiser with a sporty edge, is being ignored by dealerships across the US. Why? Because it's piling up in showrooms like leftovers after Thanksgiving. Originally priced at around $7,000, dealers are now slashing prices, offering incentives, and practically begging buyers to take one home. Some dealerships have even cut over $1,000 off just to free up space. So, what's the issue? Riders in this price range tend to want a cruiser with more attitude. The Vulcan S, powered by a 649cc parallel twin engine, is a solid machine, but it lacks that deep, rumbling V-twin sound that cruiser fans crave. It rides more like a sporty commuter than a relaxed highway cruiser, leaving it in a strange middle ground. Plus, at this price, buyers start eyeing used Harleys or larger metric cruisers that offer more bang for their buck. Another factor? The market is shifting. Newer riders are either opting for cheaper beginner bikes or skipping straight to larger, high-performance models. The Vulcan S finds itself stuck in between, making it far from a must-have. With Kawasaki pushing newer models and dealers needing room, the Vulcan S is getting dumped like an outdated phone plan. So if you've ever considered buying one, now's the time. Dealers are desperate, discounts are flowing, and you might just walk away with a steal. But if you wait too long, you might see it quietly disappear from the lineup. Either way, the Vulcan S is heading off into the sunset. Just maybe not in the way Kawasaki intended. Number 5. Indian Scout 60. The Indian Scout 60, a classic cruiser powered by a 9999cc V-twin, was supposed to be the affordable entry into the Indian brand. Instead, it's getting booted from showrooms like last season's fashion. Dealers are dropping prices, slashing thousands off MSRP, and offering rebates just to clear inventory. Some listings even show discounts north of $2,000, with a few dealerships tossing in extra incentives to sweeten the deal. So, why the mass exodus? For starters, the Scout 60 sits in a strange position. Originally priced around $11,000, it's not quite budget-friendly for beginners, yet it lacks the power and prestige of its larger Scout siblings. For just a bit more money, buyers can upgrade to the standard Scout, which offers more horsepower and better resale value. Meanwhile, those looking for a cheaper cruiser are snagging more affordable options from Honda or Kawasaki. Number 4. BMW K1600B. The BMW K1600B, a luxury bagger loaded with high-tech features and a silky smooth 6-cylinder engine, is getting ditched by dealerships across the US. Why? Because it's sitting in showrooms like an overpriced couch nobody wants to finance. Originally priced around $22,000, dealers are now scrambling to move them, offering thousands in discounts just to clear space for faster-selling models. The main problem? Price. Even with BMW's premium reputation, not everyone wants to drop nearly $25,000 after taxes and fees on a bagger that isn't a Harley or Indian. At this price point, most riders expect a V-twin Thunder machine, not a futuristic German spaceship disguised as a sport bike. No doubt the K1600B is smooth and powerful, but the American bagger crowd prefers something with a bit more rebellious character. Plus, the market has shifted. Riders who want touring comfort at a premium price tend to go all in on full-dress tourers, while those after a bagger want something more classic-looking. That leaves the K1600B in a weird spot. Too techy for traditionalists, too bulky for sport touring fans. And with BMW constantly refreshing its lineup, dealers don't want to be stuck with showroom relics. Right now, discounts are popping up everywhere. Some dealerships are slicing $3,000 to $5,000 off MSRP, just trying to move stock. If you've ever wanted a spaceship on two wheels, now's your chance. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Pan America. Harley-Davidson attempted to crash the adventure bike market with the Pan America, but now dealers are scrambling to get rid of them. Why? Because convincing die-hard Harley riders to ditch their cruisers for an ADV bike is about as easy as selling flip-flops in a snowstorm. Dealers aren't just cutting prices, they're slashing them. Some Pan America models that originally sold for well over $20,000 are now seeing $3,000 to $4,000 discounts. Harley is even tossing in incentives like extended warranties and free gear, anything to get these bikes rolling off the lot. The issue? At this price, riders want something proven. And while the Pan America looks great on paper, it had its fair share of early reliability issues. Problems like stalling, TFT screen glitches, and electronic bugs made some riders hesitant to take the plunge. Then there's the design. Adventure bikes aren't exactly known for their beauty, but the Pan America's styling got mixed reactions from day one. Some riders loved it, while others thought it looked like a robot's face glued to a toolbox on wheels. Combine this with Harley's branding struggles outside the cruiser market, and the Pan America just never found its audience. So, what's next? If you've ever wanted a Harley adventure bike, now's your best shot. Dealers are practically throwing the keys at anyone who shows interest. But if sales don't pick up, the Pan America could ride off into the sunset, just not in the way Harley hoped. Number 2. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a powerhouse cruiser. Big, bold, and packing a 1783cc V-twin that can tear up the pavement. But despite its sheer muscle, dealers are clearing them out like last season's fashion. Why? Because buyers just aren't biting, and these bikes are gathering dust in showrooms. With an MSRP around $15,000, dealers are now slashing thousands off, offering rebates, and even zero-interest financing just to move them. Some dealerships are even pricing brand new models at what low-mileage used ones used to sell for. One big issue? Size. The M109R is a beast, weighing in at nearly 800 pounds. While some riders love that, the market is shifting. More buyers are, you're right, leaning toward lighter, more manageable cruisers packed with modern tech. And that's another problem. The M109R feels outdated. It still has an old-school analog dash and lacks the rider aids that have become common at this price point. Meanwhile, competitors are offering TFT displays, traction control, and ride modes, making the Boulevard feel like a relic of the past. Then, there's resale value. Buyers know these bikes don't hold value well, and with dealers already discounting them heavily, future resale prices look even worse. If you're thinking long-term, that's not a great sign. The good news? If you've ever wanted one, now's the time. Dealers are practically giving them away, but act fast. At this rate, the Boulevard M109R might soon vanish from showrooms and the road. Number 1. Harley-Davidson Street 750. The Harley-Davidson Street 750 was meant to be the affordable gateway into the brand, a sleek, entry-level cruiser for new riders. Instead, it's become dead stock, and dealers are practically tossing them out. Originally priced at around $7,000, some dealerships have slashed prices by $1,500 or more just to clear inventory. Discounts, financing deals, and please just take it energy are everywhere. So what went wrong? First, the Street 750 never really felt like a real Harley to many riders. Sure, it had the badge, but its liquid-cooled 749cc engine lacked the signature Harley rumble. The overall build quality also didn't scream premium, making it a hard sell. When buyers spend this much, they want a cruiser that turns heads, not one that makes people say, "Wait, that's a Harley?" Then there's competition. In this price range, new riders are either choosing cheaper, feature-packed alternatives, or stretching their budget for a used Sportster or Softail. The Street 750 got caught in the middle. Too pricey for beginners, yet not enough muscle for Harley fans. On top of that, Harley itself pulled the plug on production, leaving dealers with bikes they can't move fast enough. Now, they're desperate to unload them. If you've ever considered getting one, this might be your best and last chance to snag a ridiculous deal. Just don't expect resale value to be on your side. And that wraps up this list. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more content on motorcycle reliability, reviews, and deals. See you in the next one.